Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price. I want to keep this video as short and simple as possible because Bitcoin is still moving to our weekly target. I mean, we were expecting a potential retest of the $25,000 level if our ascending triangle breaks to the downside. This didn't happen with a confirmation, and that's why we are now breaking to the upside. We are moving in the direction of the $31,000 to $32,000 level, our final capitulation support, before we really saw a massive dump after a positive retest here, or positive rejection for the bears, down to our bear market price target of $16,000 to $14,000, where we also found the bottom as expected, as it looks like, because the likelihood of us retesting these price levels is getting lower and lower with each dollar that the Bitcoin price pumps to the upside. The question now is, what is to be expected next? A lot of people are still shorting the market. Am I planning to open a new short hedge position, or am I full on bull mode? And I'm saying that we are now in the next bull market. We are going to talk about that. First of all, just as a quick reminder, I mean, on the 4-hourly time frame, you can maybe remember that I was talking about opening a potential short hedge position if we see a confirmed breakout out of our ascending triangle. We saw a breakdown to the downside, but it was only a fake out, and that's why we always wait for the retest, and after the retest we wait that our last low point, the initial breakdown, and that this price level is broken to the downside on this time frame, the 4-hourly time frame, with a 4-hourly candle that closes below us. This didn't happen, so I didn't open a short position. It was all just a massive fake out, once again, to trap a lot of short positions, to probably make this move here to the upside, this parabol, and this quickly happening, just because a lot of people were getting trapped in short positions down here. The question now is, did I open a long position? No, I am planning to scale up my swing long positions. I will tell you exactly when, and I'm also planning to open my first scalp long position here in this potential new bull market coming for us with the Bitcoin price and the cryptocurrency markets in general. As you know, we talked about this price level here, and this being the next important price level for the weekly time frame. One thing we need to keep in mind, guys, and I want to show you this with a beautiful chart from the Stock Money Wizard or Lizard. What we can see here, if we're comparing the current situation with 2018-2019, we had a clear capitulation level. It was the $6,200, $6,400 level. When we fell below it, we saw almost 50% correction to the downside. The most interesting thing is that after we broke that capitulation price to the upside, Bitcoin saw a massive run to the upside. I mean, let's just remember here, we saw from the bottom to the top in 2019 a massive run of 270% for the price. So we can expect that we will see here also, even though a lot of people are expecting rejection, we can expect that Bitcoin will actually pump all the way up to our next most important resistance area, which would only be 170% pump, so a little bit less than in the last bull market, which fully makes sense. I mean, each bull market, the market grows, the returns with each move gets a little bit smaller, and the volatility percentage-wise decreases a little bit, just because there's more people in the market, and there is more money needed to be moved to make a significant price move and impact. But what we can see here is that this price level, the $43,000 to $44,000 level, is not only our weekly 11-year support and resistance. No, it's also our monthly, here in the red line, drawn in the red line, it's our monthly resistance, all-time resistance, that also is 11 years old, and that we used 2 times as very significant support in our last bull run on the monthly time frame. So I definitely expect that the likelihood of us reaching this $43,000 to $44,000 level right now is actually very, very likely, in the case that we are not getting rejected from this capitulation price of the $31,000 to $32,000. So I can already tell you, if we are seeing a rejection and we are forming a bearish chart pattern right in between this weekly resistance area, or even below that weekly resistance area, yes, I am going to open a short hedge position. If we are actually closing a weekly candle above this resistance area and we have a bullish chart pattern with it, or it's happening, or the weekly candle is closing above it while we are forming a bullish continuation pattern, or we are bouncing off support with a nice reversal pattern after we saw a weekly correction, I mean, in this case, I will open my first scalp long position and I will scale up my swing long positions, because we need to expect the price then to move to the $43,000, $44,000 level, and I don't want to be sitting in any short positions there. I want to have long positions and additional long positions, accumulating more cryptos for my HODL portfolio that is also very, very happy when the prices pump. But one thing we need to keep in mind, the last time we saw a rejection, let's take a look here in the current situation. The last time we fell below our capitulation, we saw a beautiful retest sooner or later of that capitulation price. So also here, I am definitely expecting that if Bitcoin manages now to just skyrocket to the $43,000, $44,000 level, that we need to expect then afterwards definitely a correction down to the $31,000, $32,000 level again, before we can then continue to the upside. This would probably also would be very likely with the market narrative. I think if we break now here to the upside, if we reach $44,000, $43,000 again, I think a lot of people will have massive FOMO, new people will enter the market, a lot of long positions will get opened, and I mean the big players, the whales, the exchanges will have a high incentive to liquidate these people. So in my opinion, it is just not only the charts, not only in the charts it would be a very realistic scenario, but also for the big players, the exchanges and the whales, it would be a very interesting, and it would be very interesting to them to liquidate a lot of people again on the way down to the $31,000 level. And then while everybody is crying that we are correcting again and this was all a dead cat bounce and everybody is starting to short again, and then we will bounce and we will actually enter the next bull market, while the people, because of this rejection over here, are not confident enough to really jump into big longs. I'm going to do that, by the way. I will be confident enough if we see this scenario occurring, but I will update you on this anyways during that time. So just be subscribed, activate the bell, make sure you are leaving a comment down below, which I highly appreciate. Feedback is always appreciated. But in general, guys, on the smaller time frame, we can now only wait for the price to move up to the $31,000 to $32,000 level, and then we will need to take a look on the 4-hourly and also the daily time frame, especially during the next weekend, when we are right in front of our next weekly candle close. We will need to take a very close look of what is happening in the charts on the lower time frames to find out where our likelihoods and how our percentages are actually in the current market situation then, because right now we just saw a massive pump. We could either just pump straight to it, or we could see a correction down to the $28,800 level to confirm it as support before we bounce to the upside. These scenarios are very difficult to predict at the moment, when we just saw a massive breakout to the upside, which was definitely also just so quickly and so fast because there was a lot of short positions being trapped here with that fake out, and we pretty much saw a nice short squeeze over here. So guys, be prepared. Keep an eye on the charts. I will update you tomorrow. As you know, I was traveling a lot. People that follow me on Instagram know that. I was in Bangkok, in Singapore, in Thailand. I was in Bali. I was at very, very, very different locations, actually. I mean, all in Asia, but I was in different locations all in a matter of 2 weeks, which was a lot of fun, but also it kept me a little bit from uploading. Luckily, and during that time, we didn't see the price move at all. My last video was completely relevant till today. And since it's not relevant today anymore, I'm uploading a new video as always. So you can expect that also from me in general in the future. Just to let you know, guys, if we see now significant volatility among the next days, I will make sure to upload videos more frequently if it's needed. But if the price just doesn't move, I don't want to make videos and talk to you about the same thing each day and waste your time. There's no reason to do that. It will just maybe confuse you. It will just remind you each day that the price didn't move. It will maybe make you anxious. It will maybe put you in a position where you will go long or short for no reason. And that's why, as long as my last video is still valid and the information is still valid in it and nothing has changed, I'm not uploading a new video just to upload a new video, right? That doesn't really make sense. I hope you guys understand that. In general, everything is looking good. I am definitely preparing right now for the next bull market. As I said, I'm definitely not planning to open any short scalp positions anymore as soon as we are through the $31,000 to $32,000 level. This would be a little bit my final option to open a short hedge position depending on how we interact with that price level. As just said, I will update you on that as soon as it's relevant. But in general, guys, the number of addresses holding 1 BTC is at a new all-time high. Accumulation is happening, adoption is happening, so everything is still looking very bullish. We can also see that here the total amount of Bitcoin hodlers is rising at the fastest rate since early 2021. So while we are pumping now, people are not interested in liquidating their coins anymore, so we can see that hodlers are stopping to move their coins and are waiting for the next big move. As we can see, when we reached our highs, this changed. At that point, we stopped seeing such a significant increase, and a lot of holders actually started to move their coins again to potentially take some profits. I expect a similar scenario here, that we can pump more to the upside, reach the $43,000, $44,000 level. This hodler ratio can increase a lot more, and then, as we saw also at the highs of the $64,000 levels in the early 2021 months, we can expect then that here the correction at the $43,000 to $44,000 will come in, and we at least will see a retest of our very important capitulation price of the $31,000 to $32,000. But now, guys, you know all the levels that I'm keeping an eye on, you know all the different time frames even, and what supports and resistances I'm taking a look at on the different time frames. So now, guys, I think I can end this video here. I don't want to take any more time out of your day. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching every single video, and also don't forget to smash a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. We're going to see us in the next video. Till then, bye.